A storm of controversy has erupted within the Democratic Party with angry calls for Chuck Schumer's resignation as Senate Minority Leader. The catalyst for this uproar: 8 Democratic senators' collaboration with Republicans to end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history without securing any healthcare concessions. The betrayal of the hateful 8. This controversial move has sparked a leadership crisis, with critics arguing that Schumer's failure to unite his caucus has led to a devastating outcome for the party. Last night, 8 moderate Democrats were duped. They were conned, taken for a ride, and left high and dry, exclaimed Rick Wilson, an ex-Republican strategist and co-founder of the anti-Trump Lincoln Project. He went on to say, "It's a leadership disaster, and Schumer should step down immediately if he has any integrity left." The progressive groups, like Our Revolution, echo these sentiments. Their executive director, Joseph Guy-Varghese, stated, "Schumer's inability to lead has proven detrimental to the fight against skyrocketing healthcare premiums. He should step down and make way for a leader who can deliver for the American people." A leadership vacuum? In the House, 3 Democrats have joined the chorus, calling for Schumer's removal. Representative Mike Levin, from a pivotal district in Southern California, wrote, "Schumer has failed to rise to the occasion, and Senate Democrats should consider a change in leadership." Fellow Californian Ro Khanna agreed, "Schumer is no longer an effective leader." And Rashida Tlaib, a member of the squad, added, "Schumer is out of touch. The Democratic Party needs fighters, not those who surrender." However, notably absent from this chorus are the Democratic senators who have the power to force a leadership change. And Hakeem Jeffries, the leader of the party in the House of Representatives, has remained silent on the matter. A history of discord. This leadership squabble is not a new phenomenon. Earlier this year, Schumer found himself in a similar situation, manning the barricades in a funding battle that ultimately ended in a Democratic rout. During Donald Trump's presidency, House Republicans sent a short-term funding measure to the Senate, which most Democrats opposed. Schumer initially demanded changes, but then changed his mind and voted with the centrists, causing a backlash from the party's base. The compromise and its fallout. The recent compromise to reopen the government authorizes funding until January and promises a vote on extending ACA tax credits. However, there are no guarantees that the bill will pass the Senate or even come up for a vote in the House. Schumer's involvement in the deal is unclear, with moderate senators taking the lead. Schumer himself has expressed his disapproval of the resolution, stating, "I cannot support a deal that fails to address the healthcare crisis." As the debate rages on, some Democrats are urging a more unified front, with the Democratic Congressional Campaign Committee Chair, Susan DelBene, reminding lawmakers to focus on vulnerable Republicans rather than attacking Schumer. The party's response, despite these calls for unity, the progressive group Indivisible argues that Schumer's leadership is to blame for the current situation. Whether he secretly supported this surrender or was unable to keep his caucus in line, Schumer's leadership has failed. The political world knows this, and it's time for a change. The question remains, will the Democratic Party's base heed these calls for a leadership change, or will Schumer weather this storm as he has done before?